Hey, Pastor Kent Duncan here with just another quick word of encouragement with regard to our 40 days for prayer and fasting well underway and continuing through February 18th here at Jefferson Assembly of God. I want to encourage you on whatever level the Lord directs to just devote some time, extra time to prayer and fasting as we begin this year together so that God's full blessing might rest on 2012. Now, we've talked a little bit about some basics regarding fasting. I've encouraged you with regard to God's heart towards us and His readiness to give good gifts to His children. I want to add one more element to this very quickly, and it's something that the prophet Isaiah says in Isaiah chapter 58 regarding tying to our fasting and to our prayer acts of righteousness which God can honor in our lives. Isaiah chapter 58, beginning with verse 6, Isaiah says, "Is not this the kind of fasting I have chosen? To loose the chains of injustice and untie the cords of the yoke, to set the oppressed free and break every yoke? Is it not to share your food with the hungry, to provide the poor wanderer with shelter? When you see the naked, to clothe him, and not to turn away from your own flesh and blood?" So to do these acts of righteousness aligns with a heart that is contrite and hungry for God, like the heart of the person who would seek Him in fasting and prayer. And Isaiah, really the Lord through Isaiah, gives this promise to those who would act in righteous ways along with their fasting and prayer. Then, Isaiah says, your light will break forth like the dawn, and your healing will quickly appear. Then your righteousness will go before you, and the glory of the Lord will be your rear guard. Then you will call, and the Lord will answer. You will cry for help, and He will say, "Here am I." That's Isaiah chapter 58. I read for you verses 6 through 9. I'd encourage you to take a look at that passage and the verses surrounding it. And I would encourage you now, as we continue this fasting, to see where there might be a need that you could meet, to see where there might be a concern you could address, to see where you might act on someone else's behalf in a way that would keep with the heart of God, the passion of God for people, to add these acts of righteousness to your acts of prayer and fasting, that God might be able to pour Himself into our lives and into our days and through us into the lives of the community around us. Let me encourage you in that direction. Keep up the good work, so to speak. Keep up the prayer. Keep up the fasting. Keep seeking God together as we move into 2012. God bless you.